Well, here I am at Loch Menteith again, on my own today. A bit of a disaster to start with. Someone took the boat that was allocated to me, and I've lost about 3/4 of an hour of fishing through that. Be chappy to start with, but I've got dries on, I've got a daddy on the tail, and I've got a grunter above it. Spoke to a guy in the lodge who said that he fished it yesterday and the fish were up. Just seen a fish in front of me there just now, so we'll see what happens. Just seen a fish swirl just right in front of the boat just as I dropped the daddy out there just now. So a bit overcast, cool start to the morning, but it is mid-October. Into the first fish of the day and about my third cast. It's taken the grunter. Well, let's get the net ready. And he's away. Well, that was a very quick start. So, one already. Just hooked my second fish. Very gentle take, took the daddy. It's a foam-bodied daddy. Quite a long leader on this morning. Get him up in a second. And he's in the net. Slightly bigger than the last one. And he's away. Well, as you saw earlier, had a very quick response to the dries, 2 fish rapid, but I've moved about a bit and nothing else has came to them. I'm back in the spot where I got fish first thing this morning, so it's a bit calmer over here, so we'll see what happens. Nothing's showing on the surface at all, but we'll persevere and see if we can bring one up. The wind's starting to kind of gust a bit. That's making it a wee bit more difficult to keep control of the dries. I'm just fishing away blind here because nothing at all to cast to. This morning when I came out at first there was, I know it's fish moving, not a lot of fish, but I know it's fish moving. But they seem to have disappeared. Apart from that, the 2 fish I've had another fish come and have a look at the grunter, but that was all it did, was have a look. It just swirled, it didn't take. Still got the same combo on. The foam daddy in the tail and a size 12 grunter up above it. Oh, this is me up the road shore. Seen a few fish turning in the road up here. Haven't seen fish anywhere else. Back on the dries again. I tried down below but nothing. Since I stopped the boat though, I haven't seen a fish move, which is typical. But we'll persevere and see what happens. Still got a daddy and a grunter on the tail. Lots of boats in this bay, as you can probably see, so my assumption is that they've been getting fish, but so far, as I say, haven't seen any surface movement at all. I'm kind of last boat in the pack here, so I should be able to see anybody in front of me that's hooking fish, but oh, there's a fish there. That's the first one I've seen. Try and cover that one. Into a fish on the daddy again. I'm up in Loch End. Took ever so gentle, but just going round the back of the boat as they do. Turning the boat. Doesn't want to come up. Can't get his head up at all. Here he comes now. No, he doesn't. Oh, jeez. This time, surely. Saw the net again. This time. Oh, for a not too big fish, he gave a fair old account of himself there. Another one on the daddy, foam bodied daddy. And the fly just fell out in the net. There you go. That's him away. There we are. Into another fish in the dries in Loch End. I don't know what one it's took this time, because it might be the grunter. It took that hard, and a slight belly in the line. I think it's a grunter. Yep, it's a grunter. And he's in. Okay. And he's away. Good. Grunter's a bit worse for the wear. In fact, I think we'll change that one. Right, I've changed that grunter. It was a bit worse for the wear. Still got a size 12 on, and still keeping the daddy on the tail. I'm just sitting to the right of the sunken the crannoch here. Crannoch. The water here is average is about 10 foot deep, I would reckon. So anything that's around should be able to look up and see the flies okay. Not much surface activity at all, but that's 2 fish that I've brought up, so we'll see. Since I'm in the boat myself today, I've got 2 rods set up, one with a floater obviously, with a grunter and the daddy, and the other with a midge tip on. I haven't touched anything on the midge tip at all today, but I'll give it a wee go just now and see what happens. In the last 5 minutes I've had a couple of fish just have a wee tentative pull at me, but they didn't take with any particular aggression, but we'll see. Coming near the end of the session now. It's been a hard day again. The fish haven't came easy. Started off this morning with 2 fish rapid and then a long time without any activity at all. But that's the way it goes. I've had 4 fish, so can't complain. Just in case anybody wonders what they saw coming up to the surface there, I've got one of these big nasties on. It's called a pink snake. Given the time of year, spoke to quite a few guys in the lodge, and they've been having success with this, and it's not something I would normally fish, but at this time of year you've got to fish with what's catching the fish, and that's what they've been getting it on. But I don't fish these things with much confidence, being a dry fly fisher most of the time, but I'm not adverse to trying something a bit different. But I call these big nasties because that's what they are. This thing I've got on is must be about 4 inches long. Certainly catch fish, but not for me. As I say, I don't fish them with much confidence. give you a look at this thing. It's a bit horrendous to say the least. There we go. Just one single hook, which is right here in the tail end of it. I'm surprised we've not picked up pike on it, because it looks to me it would attract pike as well. I don't even know how to fish these things. I mean, I'm just pulling it. I don't know whether you figure eight them or what you do with them, but when I spoke to the guys in the lodge, they've been having great success on it, but obviously they'll know how to fish it. And then again, I suppose it's got to do with depth as well at this time of year. But I mean, having 4 fish on the dries at this time of year is... There we go, there's a fish. There we are, on the snake. So there we are, it does work. This is definitely something a bit different for me, but if it works, it works. That is a rainbow, it's not a pike as I thought it might have been at first, because this thing to me looks like a pike lure. They call it a pink snake. Doing the usual and trying to go around the back of the boat. There we go, getting them under control a bit now. I spoke too soon. He's off again, and I run round the back of the boat. Doesn't want to come up this one again. Number 5. There we go. And he's away. Good. I can't even remember whether I was figure eighting or pulling. I'll need to look at the camera and see when that fish took. As I say, I'm not too clued up on how to fish this thing. I suppose either or would work. They're not the easiest things to cast either. They can all loop over because there's so much dressing on the, if you want to call it a fly. It's like something I would hang in my Christmas tree, I think. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, big fish. Just chased it up there. I don't know whether the camera caught that or not. Quite a big fish, that one. Followed me right up to the boat there. I'll fish it into this bay in front of me, and then that'll do us. By the time we get back to the lodge, it'll be 5 o'clock. Weather wise, it's stayed dry all day. The wind's got up quite a bit at times, but it's not too cold. It's better than the forecast reckoned it was going to be. They were forecasting sort of 34 mile an hour gusts which was concerning me a bit, but that hasn't materialised. So for the time of year it's been alright. Oh, that was a pull there, right at the last minute. They seem to want to follow this thing right up to the boat. But that was a pull right at the last minute there. And another one. Oh, certainly seems to move the fish, this thing, at this time of year. But kind of half-hearted pulls I'm getting at it. Oh, there's another fish at it, look. I want to chase it, but not all of them are taking it. Well, only one's taking it. Oh, that was another one. My goodness. You wouldn't credit that, would you? It's such a size of a thing that if they don't grab it right, it's quite a mouthful for them. Certainly gives you a bit of excitement, this thing, but not very much results at the moment anyway.